All praise to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rakakwadash, Shalom. I just came across an interesting article. Okay. Obviously, we know who Esau calls Father Time is Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, and he controls time and whether it goes fast or slow, and the Lord is speeding up time for the elect's sake, whoever they are around the world. But there's, this article, Esau's just trying to implement ideas in people's heads where, they're trying to let you know when World War III will possibly start. Okay? And actually, let me just get that scripture out. Revelation 11:14, I believe it is. Let's get that scripture ready. Let's go back to the article. Right. And it says, I'm a time traveler from 2906. Okay? It's almost 1,000 years away. And it's meant to be a cracker, an Edomite. His exact month, World War III will erupt between the US and Russia, and it's not far away. Okay, this article is dated the 18th of November, which is 2 days ago, right? And yes, I'm a real time traveler. As I said before, World War III will soon begin. So basically, Esau is, because remember, 2022, like Elder Apostle Tar says, is the year of the apostles say is the year of Yahweh Bashem Yashai, the year of, the year of Yahweh Bashem Yashai, and really pushing this truth that the apostles and elders and prophets are pushing, right? Because they're the mouthpiece of Yahweh Bashem Yashai, the men of Great Millstone. And what they're saying is that World War III is going to start in a matter of months. And 2023, there's going to be a lot of things that are building up with regards to geopolitics and the financial infrastructure that's going to collapse, the CBDC, the 12-week trial that will enter, that's beginning now, and it's going to enter into January 2023. And, a lot of things are happening. So a lot of, basically 2023, as stated by Esau, in their media, is going to be the year from hell, okay? And so Esau, the people at the top, come up with these stories about time travelers, right? To push when they'd like to sort of get things cooking as well, regarding Revelation 11:14, right? And this is Esau prophesying on the left-hand side, because they've got to mention it in media or in their movies or in music before they really do things, okay? And they've been testing out certain missiles. A missile called Satan, I believe, and a couple of missiles have hit, Eastern Europe as well, and killed a few people. Okay, and so what this article says, okay, is the alleged time traveler warned World War III is coming in just a matter of months, which is good. Russia has sent missiles to Poland aiming to hit the capital, Warsaw, but misfunctioned and hit a small village. Okay. It's mentioned. Stay safe. Okay. The self-asserted time traveler warned viewers to stay safe before the alleged Armageddon hits in 4 months' time. Right? So this is a two-way street. Okay, so either they're going to use this article, and certain people saying that, yeah, get ready for 4 months' time. What's that going to be? What, from February, March, right? I mean, if it kicks off, then that's brilliant, because that's springtime. So it's going to be better weather to make a move, whatever you got to do, just in case you got to do that. All right? I'm just speculating, right? Okay? And then on the flip side, it's going to have like certain self-made prophets, like other nations and things like that, and that are going to say, oh, get ready for that time. And then when it doesn't happen at that specific time, then they're going to say that, oh, it's all BS, it's all BS. But when it does happen, it's going to catch them, though they say peace and safety, sudden destruction shall come upon them like a woman in travail, and they shall not escape. Okay? It's going to be like that sort of scenario. Right? So I was just thinking that this article is quite interesting, obviously, in a different realm, we're already ruling. Jake's already ruling. The kingdom is already here. We just have to go through the motions and play it out according to Yahweh Shem Shai's script. Okay. Yeah, so look at this. Another said, no event announced from a time traveler happened, so the evidence suggests that the time travel is fake. Okay, remember that show back in the day, back in the 80s? I used to watch it as a kid, as a child. Quantum Leap. With it Steve Bakula or something, or whatever his name was, or Sam Beckett, his character named Sam Beckett. If that was real, okay, if Esau had power like that, they want power like that, but they haven't have power like that, okay, right? Okay, yeah, and the nuclear taunts. Russia successfully tested its hypersonic Satan II missile on Friday, according to the Kremlin, which can blast targets at almost 16,000 miles per hour. Okay, Friday was the 18th, which is 3 6s. Okay, Russia previously boasted that the beast, which can carry 15 warheads, can drop multiple nukes in a single terrifying strike, would be fully deployed by the end of the year. Okay, and that's the end of this year. It has just the potential to obliterate the United Kingdom 1,600 miles away in just 6 minutes. Britain and the US are planning a massive paratrooper airdrop in Eastern Europe in a 2-finger salute to the tyrant. Okay, so there's lots of things that's happening, all right? But what I'm trying to say is that this article is quite interesting, that they're saying that, the World War III is going to start in a matter of months, which is great news if that's the case, okay? This is the video here. I just want to see what they're going to say. Let me see if it plays. 4 months. 4 months, they're saying. Okay? Whether it happens in 4 months' time, if it does happen in 4 months' time, that's brilliant, But obviously, let me just get rid of this article. I mean, if that does happen in 4 months' time, that's brilliant. Okay? But the fact of the matter is, I just thought it's an interesting article where, like I said, Yahweh Shem Shai prophesies on the right-hand side by using the men of the Lord, who are the mouthpiece of Yahweh Shem Shai. Brakti Yahweh Shem Shai, the men of Great Millstone and affiliate camps, mainly the men of Great Millstone, okay, starting from the elders, apostles on down, and the apostles, elders on down, and the prophets, and it's just quite interesting where the Esau's prophesying on the left hand side by letting you know, and then the scriptures is prophesying on the right hand side, So there's a lot happening. There's a lot happening in the atmosphere. But so and a lot of people are saying, hopefully, this is the way it is. That hopefully you won't go past 2023. I really hope so, because this place needs to go. I don't want what Tazai happens, and I just wanted to sort of talk about that. I just found that quite interesting. Anyway, let's go to some scriptures. Revelation 11:14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Okay, woe meaning destruction, and hence new speak, which is war, which is destruction again. And Esau changes words, and but it means the same thing. Sometimes they change the meaning of words as well, and that was brought out by Elder Malcolm of Great Millstone, Chicago. Just to give big ups to him, because he comes out with a lot of knowledge. Very diligent elder. Got a lot of knowledge, just like a lot of elders. Especially the bishops. I don't know the elder's name. He used to have braids. He's cut his hair off. He used to have braids maybe 10 years ago. I don't know his name. He's like a very knowledgeable bishop as well. Very knowledgeable. If you were in school and he's your teacher, he'd be one of your favorite teachers because he's so knowledgeable in the history and the language and different languages and things like that. And so lucky, there's a lot of favorite teachers that I do have. And let me just go to another scripture. Okay, so ultimately, Yahweh Shemeshai knows the time. I mean, Yahweh knows the time. Okay, and Abanoah Yahweh knows the time. Rakti Yahweh Shemeshai, and even Yahweh Shai doesn't know. Yahweh Shai is just waiting, rearing to go, eager to go. You know how we're eager on earth. Yeah, right. We are a fleshly counterpart of our King. You know what I'm trying to say? Obviously, we are in decrepit bodies and all that kind of and all that, but the eagerness that we have and the happiness that we feel of this place falling, Yahweh Shai is feeling the same eagerness, but he's in his angelic self. He's in his that warlike, regal, angelic, kingly spirit. He's just raring to go. You know, he's probably sitting on his throne saying, "When? I'm just want to go." I'm just saying this as a man. Just saying it as a man. You know, Matthew 24:36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. And that's Abanoah Yahweh, Rakti Yahweh Shemashai. And so, Esau is scrambling right now because, no matter all these false prophets that come out, I'm not going to mention their names, that Hebrews to Negroes scenario, that clown, trying to divide up the nations, trying to destroy Ezekiel 37, which is one, both kingdoms coming together under the banner of Yasharallah, one stick. And that one stick is the sign that the men of Great Millstone and other affiliate camps hold up. Okay, mentioning the 12 tribes. And the bulk of, don't get it twisted, just because you're not mentioned there with your heathen name or what you're called today, the bulk of the 12 tribes is in America, okay? Because that's ground zero, that's the final captivity. Hence why they're mentioned like that. Obviously, there's Judites and Ephraimites and Manassites and Asherites and Gadites and all the other royal tribes scattered in every part of the world, pursuant to Isaiah 11 and 11, 11 and 12. Okay, so therefore, they can't do nothing against the truth but for the truth. All right. So even if they come out with all this BS, all they're doing is putting more spotlight on the truth. And with this spotlight coming on the truth, because you've got a lot of carnal jakes out there, the 11th hour jakes, they're going to wake up at the last minute, and they're going to wake up saying, "Oh, damn, I'm an Israelite. I always wondered how come, these people in the Middle East say that they're Israelites, but they don't. They look like so-called Europeans or Edomites, And all these sort of things are going to connect in their mind. It's only going to grow this truth to such a substantial level where it's going to just overflow like popcorn coming out of a pan or a pot, when you're cooking it. Revelation 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth, of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Okay? And now is a time to sort of get your mind right as well. A lot of, everyone's going through a few things, be it physical ailments and mental ailments, and you feel depressed some days, you feel okay, happy some days, Me personally, I'll get up in the morning, I look forward to praying, man. That's me, honestly speaking, especially when you learn the prayers in the Lashon and Kodash as well, and you learn them by heart, where you don't have to write it down on a piece of paper and follow it through. Especially the Lord's Prayer. I suggest, this is me as the portion of the truth and blessing of the name that the Most High has given me. I try and utilize it. I'm not, much, I'm not like the elders and apostles, because obviously they're my teachers. But I try and do whatever I can. I'm nobody. I'm just saying that as a Jake, out there, if you're a Jake, just listen, watch the elders and apostles, learn, get your mind right, and have this truth, man. And most importantly, the name. If you're blessed enough to have the name, you're gonna have like a shield around you, man. Pursuant to Psalms 34 verse 7, the angels will encamp around you and protect you. And this is sort of a manifold scripture. The scriptures are manifold as well. And a lot of you jakes out there that sag your pants, you get into a fight, you're holding your trousers up, or the Jakes in the South say, you're holding your britches up with one hand, right, with your left hand, and then you're trying to smack the other guy with your right hand, and both your fists should be up, tighten up, put a belt on, all right, and pull your trousers up, right, and then on top of that, man, learn this truth, man. If it's if the Lord is working on your mind for you to learn it, though they say peace and safety. I just want to read that one. Though they say peace and safety. Okay, 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as it travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So with this, people coming out with this time travel stuff, and letting you know that World War III will come at this time, will come at that time. If you can feel it in your spirit, okay, in carnal terms, your gut instinct, like for example, if you're walking down a road, right, and your spirit is telling you, you know what, take this right turn and go home this way, okay, forget going that way. Your spirit is telling you, go take the right turn. Why? Because you never know. You might take a left, you could get hit by a car, you could meet, I don't know, whatever, whatever could happen, okay? So with this, with the knowledge that's out there, and with everything that's happening in there, you can feel that something's happening, something's coming in the air, like Phil Collins' song, it's coming in the air tonight, I think. That's how the song goes. That's an old school track from probably 40 years ago, by the group Genesis. Genesis meaning the beginning, but, Phil Collins came up, it's coming in the air tonight. You can feel something's going to happen, so whether it happens in 4 months' time, because obviously the Charagma has got to come into effect pursuant to Revelation 13:16, and 17, and along with Jacob's trouble, we're already in Jacob's trouble, but it's going to really amplify to a greater degree, So there's a lot happening, a lot's being said, I just thought that article was interesting. I just thought I'd mention it, and but it's good because at the end of the day, E is putting it out there, and the Sun is a national and international newspaper, and it's not just some blog that some Edomite owns or some small hat owns. It's a genuine, solid newspaper, and it's reputable. So therefore, it's good. It's coming in the air where they're mentioning, the war drums are being beat, So I just thought I'd touch on that. And Esau's prophesying on the left. Now, I mean, the apostles and elders and the prophets are prophesying on the right, and Esau's prophesying on the left. But only Abanawa Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai Bahasham Kakodash knows when all this is going to happen. But the fact of the matter is, you need to be ready. Like even Elder Apostle Gabar, I think a few months he mentioned it. He goes, when certain things happen, it's going to get to the point where you might have to sleep with your clothes on, and your sneakers on, or at least have your sneakers right next to your bed so you can just slide into them, because it's going to get to that point where you might have to make a run for it, or maybe your doors will get kicked down, But, that's Isaiah 59:19, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, And so a lot of Jakes, that are getting visions of spiritual power, and this has all been happening as we're approaching the end of the year. A lot of Jakes been getting visions of spiritual power, man. From all the teachers. Some mention it, some don't mention it. And but I've been watching a lot of videos, and as we're approaching the end of the year, a lot of brothers are mentioning it, that but this, that, and the third regarding spiritual power, and that's going to come, man. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, Isaiah 59:19, the Lord shall lift up a standard, and that standard is going to be spiritual power. Because how the F you going to go up against super soldiers, man? Juiced up on, they're strong as F, but at the end of the day, they're not going to be nothing against, an equivalent of something like Teth Adam or Black Adam, if you've seen the movie, how he gets down. When the bullets are flying at him, he catches a bullet saying your magic is weak, right? And it's funny the fact that they use an actual Israelite, because The Rock is an Israelite by blood. His father's a Judite, I believe. His father's from Canada, Rocky Johnson, you know, he's a Jake. You know, I think his mother's an Israelite foreigner, you know, because there's a lot of Samoans out of Jake, man, you know, and yeah, that's just you know, so a lot's happening, a lot's being said, and these are exciting times, right? Because you know, I long for this place to fall, man. You know, I long for this place to fall. You know, Salaki about digressing there. You know, sometimes my mind goes all over the place. But anyway, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, Shalom.